Hey everyone, I am Bianca. Welcome back. I'm going to show you many Dollar Tree DIYs for Christmas today. I can't wait to see which ones are your favorite. Don't forget to comment below and let me know. Don't forget, next Friday I will be doing a collaboration with many YouTubers. Heidi Sombo DIY is hosting this Friend Friday Hop. We'll be doing a huge giveaway, so tune in next Friday for that. It's going to be really fun. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with these DIYs. Alright, so for the first one, I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree fall sign, and I'm going to make some cute little presents out of these. I am going to remove everything, and then I'm going to take my ruler and mark the sides off. That way I can cut them off with my scissors. Now, it's not really necessary because I'm going to cover these up anyways. You can use whatever you have on hand. I'm just using these because this is what I had. This is just basically a hard background for my little presents. So I'm going to do this to all three sides and then lightly sand them. So for the presents, I decided to use these Dollar Tree gift boxes. I picked up a couple because I saw they had different little designs to them, and I thought it would be such a good idea to use these for my presents. I picked my three favorite ones, and as you can see, I decided to use two with Christmas wording and then one solid one with white snowflakes. I am going to hot glue the signs to the back, and like I said, you don't have to do this part, but I just wanted to give the little presents a hard background. You can just use the cardboard by itself, but I don't know if it'll last you too long, maybe just this Christmas season. Totally up to you. The snowflake gift box is more of a rectangular shape, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to a smaller size. I'm using craft sticks at the top of these presents. You can use any size that you want. I'm going to cut them down and then paint them with this antique wax. I always let my viewers know if you don't have this antique wax, you can use brown paint. A lot of times all you have to do is add a little bit of water to it and it'll look like a stain. I think it looks really cute like this. All I'm going to do is sand down my wood just a little bit to kind of lighten it up. And just imagine if you have a different style, you can paint the border a different color, maybe white or red or green. This is how I'm going to have them set up. I'm actually going to connect them with this red or more of a dark red ribbon color. I got it from Walmart for only about $2.50. The previous fall sign that I used for these presents, that gave me the idea to kind of do it the same way. So I'm going to connect a piece of ribbon, two on each side. Of course, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I measured about 1.5 inches of the ribbon showing. And for a little more security, I'm adding some craft sticks to the back. Alright, I'm going to make a bow for the top of my presents. I have both of these wired ribbons. I already showed you the reddish one, and now I have a more of a white creamy type ribbon, and I'm going to let you watch to see what I do. It was that simple to put them together, and then I just pinch it in the center, and I will take a pipe cleaner and wrap it around the center. I'm gonna grab a red and gold bell from this pack of bells from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna add them to my bow. I'm adding a knot first to the bells, a little bit of hot glue in the center of the bow, and then I'll place the bells right on top of that, turn it around, and add a couple more knots on the back. The last thing I did was add it to the top of the presents and another craft stick on the back. That way we can hang this up. Can't wait to hold you. We'll be sitting by the fire and watch our favorite movies on TV. We can do what we want to do. Walk under the moonlight and kiss under the stars. It's gonna be like Alright, so for the next DIY, I'm going to make a wooden star out of some Dollar Tree skewers. So I have this really long skewer. They come in a big pack at Dollar Tree, and look how long they are, guys. This is 32 inches long. So what I'm going to do is just cut it in the center at 16 inches. My star shape is going to be a little bit different. It kind of reminds me of a tree topper once we're done. So you'll see that in a second. What I'm going to do is just cut this one in the center, and I'm going to hot glue it onto the one that's laying there. Now, once I have those two glued together, I'm going to take two more at about 8¼ inch or 8½. I don't normally measure when I do things like this because I'm not so into it being perfect, but I'm doing it in case you guys want to make it and you want to kind of get the same sizing as me. So I'm gluing that one down right in the center. And the last one I'm going to cut in the center and glue it to the opposite sides. And not to worry, we are going to add twine around this in the center because the hot glue won't keep it in place. Alright, so my little star is about 16 inches in length. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and stain it with my antique wax. And what I like to do is wipe it with a cloth or paper towel for the look, and it also dries faster too. I'm going to use some green twine from Dollar Tree to wrap the center and keep these dowels or skewers in place. What I'm going to do first is just tie a knot in the center, then add hot glue, and then start wrapping it until I get all the way around. I just tied a knot at the end of that twine. Now I'm sanding it down. I don't know why I decided to do that after I had everything glued together and wrapped with the twine. Of course, it would probably be better if I did it before doing that. I'm going to use these Dollar General tags for this next part. I always see these tags throughout the whole year and they're only $1. I'm going to paint these with some Apple Barrel English Ivory Green. Now you guys know I love red for Christmas, but this green color is so pretty. I love the way that turned out, and now I'm gonna sand it down just to make it look a little bit rustic looking, and I think it's really pretty once it's all sanded. So I used my Cricut to print out Mary, and I'm gonna just spell that out on these tags. I always try to show y'all different options. Last video I showed y'all the rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree that you can use. They have poster stickers and also the wooden letters as well. Alright, I'm gonna connect the tags to my star with the same green twine, and I'm gonna start off with the center one, which is the R. So once I put it through the hole, I'm just gonna wrap it around in the center and tie a knot. I'm going to add a bow to each of the tags. I measured it out for you guys, and the ribbon is about 6.5 inches in length, and I'm going to make it the same way I did earlier.
Without freezing, yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas.
I put it on my Christmas tree to show y'all, and that way I could take pictures for my thumbnail, but this would look really pretty on top as a tree topper.
No, he wouldn't miss this.
For my next DIY, I am using this wooden shim. I told you guys a few times in my other videos that I purchased this big pack of wooden shims from Home Depot. They were by the checkout lane for only $5, and they had over 30 pieces in there, so that's a really good deal. So that's what I'm going to use. You can use whatever you like, maybe a Dollar Tree ruler, a wooden dowel, even a stick outside would look rustic. I'm going to hang this clear snowflake from there. This comes in a 3-pack at Dollar Tree. I'm also going to take 4 red bells from this pack that I showed y'all earlier. I'm going to use the red ribbon and loop it through the snowflake, and that's going to hang from the wooden shim. So you see how I have the bells laid out? That's kind of how I want them to hang too, but I'm going to use some twine for the bells. And I'm just going to add some hot glue up there to hang it. I'm not too worried about the ends of the ribbon showing on top of there because I'm also going to add some greenery and red berries. I'm also adding a little bit of hot glue right here so the snowflake stays in place. And here I'm looping the twine through the bells, and I'll also hot glue this on top so they can hang. So I made knots on all 4 pieces of twine, and that will be the part that I am gluing. So now to decorate the top, I have some red berries from Dollar Tree that I have had probably for a couple years now, and then just some random greenery that I pulled out of my stash. So I think that's pretty good with the greenery and red berries. I'm gonna make a quick bow with 2 pieces of ribbon. So I'm taking 1 piece and just connecting the ends like this. Once I turn it around, I pinch it in the center, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it with some pipe cleaner. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with this other piece and just add it to the top right here. So you see how easy that bow was to make since I already had the 2 tails hanging on the snowflake. All I needed to do was make the 2 loops at the top. I have it sitting on one of the racks in my living room. If you want to hang it on the wall with other decor, you can easily do it just the same way they do like macrame wall hanging. Just add twine to each side of the wooden shim, and then you can hang it up like that. Okay, so for my last DIY today, this is kind of funny. I'm going to be using these Dollar Tree hangers. As you can see, it comes in a 7-pack, and we're going to make a humongous 3-foot snowflake, guys. So I start off with the pattern right here. I'm about to show you. It's really simple. I realized, this is too big to show on this table. So then I'm going to take you to my kitchen floor so you can really see the whole snowflake. So as you can see, I'm just placing 2 hangers together. I'm doing 4 of these. So there's going to be 8 to start off. I know you can't see the top part, but you'll see it in just a second, and it looks just like the other 2 sets. So this is how it looks. What I'm going to do is go ahead and tie each set together with my twine. Now, this is where I kind of did mess up, because once I was completely done with everything, I didn't want that brown twine to show. So what I ended up doing later on, you'll see in a little bit, is use white pipe cleaners. And of course, since the snowflake or the hangers are white, you couldn't see it. So that is a better choice than to use twine. Once I was done connecting all of those, we're going to add the last 4 sets. So as you can see, to finish the snowflake off, I am placing the set of hangers this way. Now I'm tying this corner together with twine, but like I said, it would be so much easier with the pipe cleaner. So this is how it looks once all 4 of those sets are on top and tied off. Now what I'm going to do is tie anything that's loose. So all of these corners where the point of the snowflake is at, I'm tying all 4 hangers together right here. All right, and the last area to tie off is all of the inner corners. And as you can see, again, I have 4 hangers that I am wrapping the twine around. So I decided to add this Merry Christmas Dollar Tree sign to the center, and this is really easy to connect. I'm just going to connect the C and the S at the ends with pipe cleaner. I'm going to add some bells to the ends right here where I'm showing you with hot glue. And as you can see, I did switch out some of the twine that was visible with the pipe cleaner. This last part is optional depending on if you want to put lights on your snowflake. So I grabbed some fairy lights that I've been having since last year. I placed the battery pack in the center like that because when I hang it on the wall, it's not gonna fall because it'll be leaning on the wall. And then all I'm gonna do is just wrap it around on the outside corners. And yeah, then that would be pretty much it. I just thought it looked so pretty like this. I forgot to mention that I found this really cool idea from Home Hacks on Pinterest. I had never seen something like this before. I thought this was such a neat idea because it's so big. Remember, it's 3 feet long. And also I used Scotch mounting tape to mount it on the wall. Just be careful because I know I've had paint getting ripped off, so that's the only thing. But honestly, I think that's a little bit better than putting actual holes in the wall with nails. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I really like this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know which one was your favorite. Stay positive, be kind, and I will see y'all in the next video.